Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General YAHANNA. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
That would be the his. What's this one right here? I ain't using that mic. This is a different one. Oh, okay. Shalom. All right, we in the building. Let's do it. Look, y'all, Salaki for all our technical difficulties that you're witnessing. Okay. Now, why can't I hear me on the speaker over here? Still gotta turn it up or what? All right. That's what
Check.
Everybody that's tuned in, man. Most High in Christ. We going over the names of the 12 tribes and what they mean. Okay. I'm not even sure. I can't even tell you. But yeah, so we going over it. I think, can we try to turn the speaker up? I turned it on. I'm saying. So for those of y'all that may not have known how to write the 12 tribes in Hebrew, that's perfect. And their names and what they mean, you can turn down a little bit. Oh, for sure. So I don't peek through. Paul, right? But for everybody that may or may not know, we're going over the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel and what they mean and who they are. All right. So we got Trooper Haquani. Give Trooper Haquani a hand. All right. We're here with Priest and Officer Nathanya Allah. Okay. We're here with Sister Waraka. Give her a hand. Give baby Kanaya a hand too. Most High in Christ. Man, listen, get Passover ready. It's lucky, y'all. Excuse me. Get Passover ready. It's the Passover demon. I'm sorry, y'all. It's the Passover demon. The Passover demon is trying to stop you from getting there. It's trying to make sure you don't get there. You got to overcome that. Put in a request. Do what you got to do. Get with your camp leader. Get with brothers. Get with sisters, man. Let's see what is possible. All right. You know what? Speaking of that, babe, see where you get them credits for Princess one. Let's see if we can get them credits and see what we can use them credits towards. All right. So now, y'all, let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. So we're gonna start with the tribe of Judah. Okay. The tribe of Judah is the so-called Negroes. As you see on the board, the tribe of Judah, the way you pronounce Judah is Yahweh, right? Yahweh. It means Yahweh, thank you, right? That's the meaning of their name, right? Yahweh, thank you. The so-called Negroes that was shipped here during the transatlantic slave trade, that is the tribe of Judah. Myself, the son Yala, Waraka, Aquana Judah, Aquana baby Kanaya, right? We all Judites or children or sons or daughters of, or a descendant of the son of a man named Judah, who was the son of a man named Yashar Allah or Israel, right? So that's our forefather, that's our lineage, that's who we go back to. Israel, he had 4 wives and had 12 sons. Those 12 sons are these children of Israel. They are the forefathers of the children of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Okay, that's who. That's how you get the 12 tribes of Israel. Now you got some fake Israelites that think it's the 12 tribes of Judah, which is not true. All right, Judah is one tribe. They're just unlearned. They don't know any better. All right, which is why they should stop teaching like they know better. If you don't know what the hell you're talking about, why the hell are you teaching like you know what you're talking about? That might have been a bad move to sit my tissue on this chair like that. But we're gonna see. All right. Big shout out to everybody. Do not let that Passover demon get to you. Do not let it get to you, man. Listen, wear your glorious garment to Passover. I mean, make sure you get to. I don't give a damn if you get on a camel's back and you walk and it take you 8 days to get there. Leave early. Leave a month early. You'll be all right. leave tonight. Just walk out and just go ahead and roll. You know what I mean? And listen, we'll help you get there. Listen, do a GoFundMe. Listen, I'm serious. Do not let Satan stop you from going to this Passover, man. Take out a loan. Do something. This could be the very last one. And there's a way for you to get there. I know, listen, you might think there's no way to get there. That's not true. That's not true. Nathan, you getting to Passover? Most High God, y'all worked everything out?
Still in the works. I'm gonna make sure I think
you and I buy, y'all pair up. I'm telling you, get with Captain Taiwan. I got a call today. So you and I buy, y'all might, you know what I mean? If you know, y'all come together. Brother's gonna make sure you get there. The sisters will make sure you get there, man. You know what I'm saying? Do not let the Passover demon get you. Do not listen. If you see your tribe, if you see the Haitians or the Dominicans, or you from Argentina or Chile, or you Mexican, you better get to the Passover. You Puerto Rican, get down to the Passover April 4th. All right. I gotta put that out there. So now, the tribe of Judah is the so-called Negroes. How you say that in Hebrew? Well, and the Negroes are the so-called black and Hispanic black men and women who were shipped here to America, to North America during the transatlantic slave trade. That's the so-called Negroes, the tribe of Judah, where you get the term Jew from. Jew is short for Judah. That how you pronounce that in Hebrew is Yahweh. Okay, and Yahweh, it means Yahweh, thank you. All right. Next is the tribe of Benjamin, like the brothers putting on board. The tribe of Benjamin are the brothers and sisters from the West Indies, from the Caribbean islands. Okay, Trinidad, Barbados, the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, okay, Jamaica. I think I named them all. There's a few more, I think, but that is the tribe of Benjamin. How you say that in Hebrew is Binyamin. If you can number them for me too, just so they can know where we at. Right? Is Binyamin, the West Indies, brothers and sisters from the West Indies. Their name means son of the right. There's a story with Benjamin. Benjamin is the youngest son of Israel. When Rachel, who Israel wanted to marry, when he went to marry Rachel, he was giving her sister Leah, which is my grandmother, right? Our tribe, the tribe of Judah, and a few others, right? I believe Judah, Levi, which is the Haitians, and the Dominicans have the exact same mother. And there's one more, I think, Zebulon, Guatemala to Panama. Anybody that's from Honduras, around that area, the Dominicans, Haitians, and Judah, we all black people, the black men that were shipped here during the transatlantic slave trade, all have the exact same mother and father, right? And what's funny is, the wife that our grandmother gave to our forefather, she had the Mexicans and she had somebody else. I think Argentina to Chile. She had the Mexicans and Argentina to Chile, the brothers and sisters down there, right? So that came from their mother. But the Haitians, black people, Dominicans, and anybody that's from Guatemala to Panama, including Honduras, we all have the exact same mother and father, right? Which is why Haitians look black. Dominicans look black. You can't tell them that, you know what I mean? And the Guatemala to Panama, we all, if you know black people, you got light skin, wavy hair, light skin, nappy hair, dark skin, wavy hair, dark skin, nappy hair. It's the same thing with those tribes, you can tell, right? So what happened was when he went to go marry Rachel, our forefather gave him our grandmother, right? She was the oldest. It was not allowed for the younger daughter to marry before the older sister. So imagine if I go to marry my rib, but I'm giving her older sister first because they won't give the younger sister first. That's what happened. And Leah was having babies by Judah, right? I mean by Israel, our forefather. And Rachel didn't have any baby once he because he had to serve 7 years to marry her. She didn't have any kids. By the time she was able to marry him and have kids, she was Leah, our grandmother, was already having babies. So she had Joseph first, who was the forefather of the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans, right? Tribe of Ephraim and Manasseh. So he had Joseph first. She had Joseph first. And then the last child that she had, that she birthed herself, was Benjamin, the baby boy. She was unalived while giving birth. She unalived while giving birth to Benjamin, and she named him son of my travail because she was dying. She was unalived. But our forefather Israel said, you're not going to name my son that. He's the son of the right hand of God, not the son of your travail. And that's Benjamin. All right. Our brothers and sisters from the Caribbean islands, from the West Indies. All right. Big shout out to Benjamin. Give Benjamin a hand. Give him a hand. That's okay. Yes, that's right, Gunner. Give your Gunner a hand. The tribe of Benjamin, man. The baby boy, he's the son of the right hand. He's not the son of your travail. All right. Now, with that being said, that's Benjamin, the brothers and sisters from the West Indies, from the Caribbean islands. Their name is Binyamin in Hebrew, and that's how you pronounce that. Now, let's go on to Levi, right? Levi is the so-called Haitians, the priest, all right? There go Benjamin right there. He having fun. Yeah, I'm saying son of the right hand. But Levi, the tribe of Levi, or the so-called Haitians, their name is Lo-Yah in Hebrew. Lo-Yah, all right? Lo-Yah. And that's how you pronounce their name, okay? Salaki, young Haquania, if I may, right? If I can give you a helping hand on the young, you see how you got the young and the Assyrian Hebrew, it's supposed to be up high, like not in the middle, at the top.
Okay, God, I see.
Just like how they have it on the apps and all that stuff. You'll see it. So yeah, it goes right at the top line. So there you go, right there. But the Haitians, the so-called priests, well, these were the priests of the Lord, the so-called Haitians. Perfect. The tribe of Levi, right? Their name means join to me. Law Yah. Law is join, Yah is me. That's where you get the term lawyer, because the so-called Jewish man, he is in the law industry and in the political and aspect of life too. And a lot of them are lawyers. What did little baby say? He said, I got a Jewish lawyer. I don't see no cases, pretty much. He said he paid my Jewish lawyer $500,000. I don't see no cases. Cases get thrown out because the term lawyer comes from the Hebrew lawyer, the priest, the judges, which is why that's the judging of different matters. All right. So they were the priests, they were the judges of Israel. They gave you the punishments, and that's why. This is what grace is for, right? Grace is the fact that you're not going to be unalived when you do something wrong. Doing something wrong will be a sin. Certain sins were punishable by death. And a lawyer, someone from the tribe of lawyer, a lawyer, a judge, a police officer, which is why cops wear a blue border on the side of their pants to say they're carrying out the law of God. Why? Because the Most High gave us a border of blue to say that we will carry out his law. So someone from the tribe of Levi slide up on you, a couple of them Zoe brothers, right? They would slide up on you and you'd be put to death, man. Playing around with the Most High, sinning. Certain sins you got unalived. So the tribe of lawyer, in English, they made that term, they made that word lawyer, and they were the judges and they carried out the law. They were the policemen. So grace was a time period where no Haitian is running up on you with 5 other Haitians with a border of blue to put you to death for cheating on your husband, to put you to death for sleeping with some other man's wife, to put you to death for worshiping another God, to have you unalived. That's what that is. So now, the next tribe is the tribe of Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. In Hebrew, that is Shemaiwan, right? Shemaiwan. Okay, so to the far right, I'll come over here, right? To the far right, you have, this is ancient Hebrew. The far right is ancient Hebrew. Right here, this is the Assyrian Hebrew. We got the Hebrew during the Assyrian captivity. Now, it said that Israelites made this style of writing also in the Assyrian captivity. I can imagine we run America and we switch, right? But this is our this is what Adam created. This right here is what we made during the Assyrian captivity. During this Assyrian captivity, as we was going into captivity, that's how the Native Americans and the tribe of Reuben and some of the other tribes, of course it was Judah and everybody else mixed in, but that was the majority, was the 10 tribes. That's how they got over here. The tribe of Judah, the tribe of Benjamin, and the tribe of Levi, we went into the Assyrian captivity. And now when I say those tribes, the majority of our tribes went into this captivity. The majority of the 10 tribes, the other 10 tribes, got away. And they came here to America. Because remember, Joseph was buying gold for Pharaoh here in America. That's the fact. I don't know if y'all know that. Joseph, that's how we knew that America was here. It was called Asherah. And Joseph, he mined gold for a pharaoh here in America. So when the Syrian captivity, they got away. The 10 tribes came to America, and Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the blacks, the Haitians, and the brothers from the Caribbean islands, we went into this captivity, the majority of us. Because remember, it ain't just like, it's not a fairy tale where every single Judite went into captivity and every single Hispanic came over here. No, Hispanics went into this captivity too, and Judites came here to America, but the majority of the 10 tribes came here. The majority of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi went into the Assyrian captivity. It's just like going into slavery today. You know what I mean? Wherever you get away, you can get away. Wherever you can't, you stuff. Right? So, and that's to the Syrians. Today's Syrians, the majority of the Syrians are Assyrians. That's how you get the name. And then they got some of Abraham's kids mixed in, and some of the rest of the Shemites mixed in, right? But Shemaiah, this is, I believe, here, the Lord heard, right? Or I think it means heard. I forget. I'm going to go ahead and look it up, but it's heard. Or hear the Lord. It's one of those. I'm going to get it on the computer for y'all right now. But Shemaiah here, one is to make the word now, because this word would be an action word without the word, without the term one at the end to make it a noun, instead of me saying you need to listen. It's now a name, right? Or a name of a building or a place. So it becomes a name when you add one. So Shemaiah is the Dominicans, or that is not the Simeon, their name means here, or Salakia. Affliction heard. That's what it is. Because remember, they came from Leah, our grandmother, who is not the one that was supposed to be married. So her and her sister, which is why you cannot marry two sisters, is illegal, it's against the law, and the Bible to marry two sisters, because those two sisters, Rachel and Leah, cannot stand each other at certain times because they had the same exact husband. And the sister who he didn't even want was having all of his children. That's what he said the Lord heard my affliction, because imagine you know him wants you. And you gotta take care of his kids. But you know he don't want you. You know he wanted his sister. The sister's mad, I'm gonna come to you. The sister's mad because this is her man, but you have all these babies. So she said my affliction hurt because she was the unwanted wife, but she was the one that the Lord was giving them babies to. I mean, so she said, Lord, heard my affliction. They were in a family, they gave their husband and wife each other, so they can have more of his kids. And that's how the Lord said, if they ain't doing it. It's how you can't never be a sister if you got the same husband. You don't want to take each other here. Go ahead.
It's like, sir, no, I just had a question about when you said that was the law.
Go ahead.
Now was that the law before he done that, or was that?
No, but that became a law after Moses. Remember, Moses comes from one of these tribes.
Down.
So this was not a law at all before Moses. Moses made it a law. Now, go ahead, Mom. Moses made it a law because they hated each other. It's like Christ said, divorce is not so. So Moses gave y'all the divorce because y'all hated each other. That's why the marriage is forever. We don't divorce so that hey, you leave and you can't die. That's it. The person leave you there. We follow the law. The marriage is forever. We shouldn't marry. You know what I mean? That's that. Unless, Christ said, unless for the adultery or fornication. I mean, they sleeping around, you know what I mean? You know, sleeping outside of the law, not sleeping with you, or you sleeping with another brother's group. You know what I mean? So that is the only way you can divorce. Not because he blew your car. Just let me tell you something. I don't want to laugh at it, it might give people ideas, but listen, he blew your house and your car, you still agree. You got crazy ASSJ, you know, bro. That's still your root. She steal your money. Oh. get you shot. Still you breathe. That's crazy. Imagine take your money, steal your car, you steal your wife. Hey, that's crazy, right? Your husband, he not all your team. And you did you. He's still young. He's still young. You go to sleep with every friend you have. And keep. He's still young. That's crazy, right? So you gotta know who you marry. Said, unless adultery or fornication, that's it. You know what I mean? So if he ain't gonna, if you ain't sleep with another man, then you still gotta be with you. You know what I mean? And that's that. So and that's really how it goes. And if she didn't sleep, like I said, if she ain't sleep with another man, y'all stuck together. But and you shouldn't pick a sister that's gonna sleep with another man. And you also should not pick a sister that's gonna blow up your car and take all your money. Or should pick a man that's gonna blow up your car and take all your money, sleep with your friends, get them pregnant, and cuss you out and knock all your teeth out. This is the same, it's equal. You know what I mean? But so, to the point that law came from Moses. Like, you can't marry two sisters because look at what happened. You know what I mean? What woman gives her husband another wife? You got to be extremely angry about something. I don't know a sister like that yet. Go ahead.
You know how it said the divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Moses came from that, so.
Mm-hmm.
Do we follow that law that Moses said?
No, we follow Christ's law.
Christ law. So
He's the one that said it wasn't so. That's why we don't do it today. And here's the other part. That creates stepfathers, right? So here's the thing. Priests, us priests today, right? But the Levites, they were not allowed to marry a widow. They couldn't marry a woman whose husband died. You couldn't do it. Now, if you can marry your brother's wife if she don't have any kids, but those kids won't be your kids, they'll be his. So my brother died. I ain't got no kids with his sister right here. He gets her pregnant. Every kid he ever heard of money. Not, and you gonna name the kid after me. Firstborn son, you gonna name him after me. They all gonna be my kids. Which is why the Bible, give me the scripture where the sister can sit and spit in your face if you don't want to get her pregnant. So if you have a ring, y'all have no kids, right? And he comes and I get under my brother, whoever's next in order, he's supposed to come give her a baby. He don't want to do that. She can spit in his face and take his shoes off his feet. That was the law. Because he's dishonoring his brother over some vagina. Which means this. Any man, first of all, what man you want? Yeah. Now, how you don't want the vagina getting it for your brother, honor him and make him have a legacy. Because without it, he's just in the dirt. And that's it. So that was allowed. That was the only way to create a stepfather. You know what I mean? And they ain't your kids, they all your brother's kids, even though you put the sperm in. Now, for the bill of divorce, none of these kids are related to you. None of them. They all can be from 8 different tribes. You just bill of divorce, like the bill of divorce, like the bill of divorce, you got 12 tribes of kids. It's like you're not going to have, you know what I mean? Like it's not going to be right. Where Christ said it wasn't never intended to be that way. You're supposed to step into a house, every baby in the house is yours, of your lineage. That's your seed, right? Not, like now you got to take care of a nephew or a niece or, you know what I mean? Or a grandchild or something, but other than that, they all supposed to be yours. Now, that stops a lot of different crazy things that go on in America today. Like SAA, like abuse, you know what I mean? Like neglect, all those different things that come from someone not having any emotional or moral connection to you. You know what I mean? They don't feel anything for you. You know what I mean? Like you grow up, you look at them and you say you're not my dad. Making brother mad. like, and he's gonna say what? So what? Get out. He ain't my son. Hey baby, put him. He old enough. Get out. You know what I mean? Like it'll never be the love or the connection there possible if you leave it. So the bill of divorce will always, it wasn't supposed to be that way because it's too much, it's a breach. You all smart, you know what it's a breach. Go ahead.
Good. You be living like lions. That's how lions get.
Yeah. You be living like lions. And then imagine you just so first thing, a priest that can't marry. Oh, you got the scripture?
Okay.
Can you give me let's get the scripture first, then I'll go into my point I was about to make that.
Oh, if I could, it's at 9, but I was going to read it. Start at 7.
Go ahead, you got it.
All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, verse 7. And if the man like not to take his brother's wife, then let his brother's wife go up to the gates unto the it's like and then let the brother's wife go up to the gate unto the elders and say, my brother's brother refuses to rise up unto his brother a name in Israel. He
refused to give his own brother a legacy because he don't want vagina from me. Now, what man don't want the vagina in Hebrew is kwabah. So let's use that word. What man don't want any kwabah for free? After all the chasing and false stunting you did to get the one you wanted, all the lies you told her, all the flashiness and, you know, faking it till you make it over vagina. Now you got the free vagina. You don't want that. She ain't your type. You know, really comes down what it says in the Bible is you don't want the children to not be yours.
Right.
Imagine if she bad. She's super bad. But you don't get no credit for that. It's all your brother's kid. That's the tribe of your brother. You know what I mean? That's the family of your brother. Nobody you don't get to claim that, which is but think about how many people have careless sex in America today, right now, every country. You mean to tell me you can't do this for the purpose of your own brother? You're evil. That's the only thing it could come down to. Because what sister, you know how many women want a baby? What sister gonna not want a baby? And it be the man that she loved. It go to him. People go get sperm donors today and get eggs put in them from other women so they can have a baby. And here you go. You don't even want to give the girl a baby for your brother.
Right.
But some of the women you smashed was ridiculous. You know what I mean? So that's what it comes back to. It's all about your spirit and it's evil. So if you don't want to raise up seed to your brother, go ahead.
God, he will not perform the duty of my husband's brother.
Meaning that was your duty. That was according to the law. You had to do this. Go ahead.
God, verse 8. Then the elders of his city shall call him and speak unto him. And if he stand to it and say,
meaning this, the elders going to call him and talk to him about it to see what's going on. Maybe it was, he had, now I can't imagine this because the brother, this would make you want to have sex with her. I had her first. She was betrothed to me. My brother came and slept with her. You know, and she been, you know, they've been together forever. Now I'm supposed to, that can be a case. It could be an issue, right? You know what I mean? But that'll just, I would see vengeance as, you know, you wanting to have sex with her. Like, oh, now you come back to me. Now, you know what I mean? But who knows? I don't know. It's you know what I mean? It could be an issue. So they talk to him first. Try to talk some sense into his head. If he say, no, I'm good. If he stand on business, if he stand to it, go ahead.
If he stand to it and say, I like not to take her, verse 9.
Meaning this. Now imagine this. Here's another issue. He might not find her attractive. He might look at her and say, she too fat, she too skinny, she ugly. I don't like light-skinned women. I don't like dark-skinned women. Her hair, she got a low haircut. I don't like that. I can't do it. Meaning some issue that is ridiculous, that has never stopped anybody. He is going to say no. He's standing on business. He's saying, I don't want to do it. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Then shall his brother's wife come unto him in the presence of the elders, and lose his shoe from off his foot, and spit in his face, and shall answer and say, so shall it be done unto the man that will not build up his brother's house.
And she get to take the shoe off his foot and spit in his face and then tell him, this is what you get for not raising up your brother's house. Meaning, you evil bastard. This for you. And him as a man gotta take that. He gotta walk around. Imagine you leave out the priest. You know how many people gotta go see the priest? You come out with one shoe on, spitting in your face. They know what happened. They know what type of man you is. Can you imagine that? They know what happened. You know what I mean? Like oh, this boy, he evil. His brother died. You didn't even want to get, and you know Israel gonna say it to you. Right? You know what I mean? You sitting there, you with your rib. That's why I can't wait. You look, this nigga, right? You know how it go with Israel, man. The Hispanic tribes getting at you. You got to walk of shame. Don't let them look. Don't let you have no ugly feet. They really gonna get at you. Crusty toe, oh my God. You're gonna be a laughing stock. You deserve it. Keep going. Was it any more on it? Or that was it? All right, Most High Christ. So now, that is if you don't want to raise up seed to your brother, because that was not being a stepfather. Those are his kids. Those are now your niece, your nephew. People take their niece and nephew and make them call them daddy. You taking your own kids and your brother's kids, and you making them be your niece and nephew instead of son and daughter. But you're doing that to raise up a name for your brother. Now, that is how you keep a lineage together and how you stop evil. A bill of divorce is just going to open up doorways for all types of, different emotions and different ways for you to just say F. This is do exactly what that brother did and just say, I don't care. You're not my kid. You're not this. It's the same exact spirit. It's a different scenario. And that bill of divorce is going to always, she's going to have 1,000 baby daddies. Because what if she bad, but she can't keep a man? That's what you got America today for. You got that going on today. She bad, nobody want her. Nobody can people want her, but they can't keep her. She's a drag. Or what if she's not that bad? Now she's just having everybody baby because all she can get is one night stands and she getting pregnant. Some people, you never know. So that's what the bill of divorce is. It leads to all those different things. That's why he said it was not so. And Moses, the tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitians, he made that law to stop us from hating each other as we was coming out of Egypt. Because we trying to get to the kingdom, y'all arguing every day. You know what I mean? Because you really hate your own wife because you have no compassion or no compromise, right? Which keeps a marriage together. Now, with that being said, Christ said the bill of divorce was not so, and that's why in the I.S.U.P.K, we tell you the truth, marriage is forever. If you fight every day, you just fight every day. Eventually, you'll learn to stop fighting every day. You know what I mean? But did that answer your question?
No.
What's on Christ? What we got? Balawan. So the tribes of Balawan is next, number 5. Wow. Salaki, y'all, trying to move this mic. So number 5 is the tribes of Balawan. That is the brothers and sisters from Guatemala to Panama, including Honduras, all those different places in between. From Guatemala to Panama is the tribe of Zebulon. How you say that in Hebrew is Zabalawan. Hold on, y'all. forget. Give me a second, real quick. That's the tribe of Zabalawan. Son, Gabar, I'm gonna call you back, son. All right, I'm teaching the class. All right, shalom, son. Right, so that's the tribe of Zabalawan, which is Guatemala to Panama, Zebulon in English, Zabalawan in the Hebrew. I believe I forget which number Zabalawan was. I think Judah was the baby from Leah, right? He was the youngest boy from Leah. I believe Simeon, Levi was first, Simeon, Zabalawan, Judah. Right. That's what I believe. Levi, Simeon, Zabalawan, and Judah. Or it could be Judah was third and Zabalawan was last, right? I forget which one, how it goes. I think Judah might have been the baby of the four. All right. Now let's keep going. Oh, and Zabalawan, their name is, hold on, give me a second. Give me a second to remember it. Give me a second to remember what their name means. Good night. It means not my wrestling. It is, oh my goodness. Let me go ahead in this email and pull it up for y'all. All right, if y'all know what the tribe of Zabalawan, what their name means, please put it in the chat. I'm gonna go into the email and pull it up right now. All right, the tribe of Zebulon. I cannot remember off the top of my head, man. Where are we at? Zebulon. Their name, dwell with me. Zabalawan, right? Dwell with me. Okay. Now remember, Zabalawan, they're remember what happened with Leah. Let me see if I can put this up on the screen for y'all. All right, so y'all can look at what I'm seeing as well. Hold on, give me a second. I want to show y'all this. Boom. Can we get the TV on? Maybe they can see it as well on the TV. Make it bigger. All right. We add it to it. Boom, here we go. So Zabalawan, remember, he's from Leah, right? So think about, Simeon is affliction herd. Remember that, right? Loyal is joined to me. Think about the names of the sons. Judah is Yahweh. Thank you, Lord, right? So you got affliction herd, you got joined to me, and then you got dwell with me. So this is naming her children after the fact that her husband is not completely like in love or with her because he was in love with Rachel. So he said, dwell with me. Now my husband will dwell with me because I got another one of his babies. Now he'll come over more. Now he'll be with me more because he really wants to spend every day with her. To her, the Lord heard that I was being afflicted because he don't want me. Join to me. Now he's gonna be joining with me. You see, like it's the same scenario. And I think Judah was thank you. Like I think he was the baby out of the four of them. And she was just thinking the Most High for her other son. Yeah. So just think about that, and any woman should be able to understand that point of view, right? So let's get back to it. I mean, y'all pretty much get that. If y'all can't see it, you ain't gotta sweat it. So next up is the tribe of Ephraim. Ephraim is number 6. The Puerto Ricans, right? Tribe of Ari. Okay. So you got Hawada, you got Bunyamin, you got Loya. Right here, two Loya. You got Shemaiwan, you got Zabalawan, you got Akari. Right? So Akari is fruitful. Akar is fruit. It's like Akar is fruit. I believe it comes from the word Parah, right? I at the beginning is saying I am, Akar is fruit, Yam is plural, meaning two plural, more than one fruit. So I am fruitful. And as you know, the Puerto Ricans can have a ton of babies. Like it's nothing. They can have some kids, man. So that's the tribe of Ephraim, one of Joseph's sons, right? So the story behind the tribe of Ephraim. Ephraim was the youngest son out of Joseph's two sons. He had Manasseh, which is next Cubans, the so-called Cubans. Manasseh, I forget what their name was. I'm gonna bring it back up. But Manasseh, the Cubans, and the tribe of Manasseh, they were the older siblings, older brother. Ephraim was the younger brother. And the story with them is, so Joseph brought them to Israel, to their grandfather, right? Remember, he had them in Egypt. So when Joseph came down into Egypt with the rest of the tribes, remember it said 70 souls walked into Egypt. So when the rest of the family actually came down into Egypt on the family, Joseph brought his two sons before his father, and he pushed Manasseh to his father. He had his hand on his head. That's the oldest son. He's saying, here you go. Right? Let me say, this is the oldest. The top took the youngest son and brought him up and said, this is going to be the head. So that's why Ephraim is known because, and not the Cubans. Because he chose, Slacky, I'm sorry. When he got to his father, Israel grabbed Ephraim. Now, Joseph thought because his father was old that he was just grabbing the wrong son. So he pushed Manasseh up and was about to get and take them back. But Israel stopped him and said, this is going to be the head of you. You're going to be known for your lineage. And that's what the Puerto Ricans is. And as you can see, Bad Bunny all over the goddamn Super Bowl. Tribe of Ephraim. World loves him. Not the Cubans. Now, the Cubans, they had some brothers too, but it's Ephraim, right? So next up is the tribe of Manasseh, the so-called Cubans, Manasseh. Let me get you what their name means. Okay, let me get it to y'all. Now, Manasseh is made to forget. Now, come on now. Can't tell me that wasn't in the spirit. Made to forget. They was the oldest, but everybody praising Ephraim, the Puerto Ricans. I said they had some famous people too. I think they had a baseball player. The Cubans have a lot of baseball players. But who's known is Ephraim, right? So that's sort of in the right spirit, not trying to take anything away from our Manassite brothers, our brothers from the tribe of Manasseh, not trying to take anything away from them, but that is what their name means. All right, that's the tribe of Gad. Okay, Gad is the Native American Indian, Cherokee, Pequot, Lenape, all those tribes. Okay, well, I'm glad you got me, man. I don't even know if they can hear me. So that's the Native American Indians, right? The tribe of Gad. Their name in Hebrew is Gad. Is the exact same name. It's God, Gad is the same thing, right? Their name means troop. As you know, the troops that came over here, the pilgrims, overtook Gad, right? And it was prophesied that a troop was going to overtake them. Their name is troop, and they are some troopers. Where you get scalping somebody from, that came from the Native American Indians, peeling the scalp back. That's what they was doing to the pilgrims. When they caught them in war, they would take a knife, peel that scalp back. You know they good with leather and taking the fur off the lambs and the cows. They was skinning them devils good. All right. But they were overcome by a troop, and their name is troop. That's what it means, right? Next up is the tribe of Reuben. Reuben is the Seminole Indians, okay? Ra'alban. Ra'alban is how you pronounce that in Hebrew. Ra'alban, it means see, it's a son. That's what their name means. See, it's a son. Ra'alban, Reuben. I forget which now Leah had about 6 sons that was counted to her. I think, I know Mexicans was one, and I can't remember the other ones. Wait, no, Salakia. I think I got these two mixed up. It is, no, that was right. That was right. It's Judah. I think the Seminole Indians and the Dominicans, they got the same mother and father. So Judah, Levi, Simeon, and Ra'alban have the same mother and father. I think Zabalawan came with Issachar. Zabalawan and Issachar, I believe. I mean, let's get that. Can you type in what was her name? Zilpah? Let's Google this, y'all. Let's see which one came from which. I don't want to jam y'all up and have y'all thinking the wrong thing. We'll just Google it, right? Let's put it in the smartphone. Let's do something smart with our phones, right? Remember, Captain says I want saying that when smartphones just came out. Not just came out, but when that iPhone was just getting popular, he said you gotta do something smart with your smartphone. You know what I mean? You ain't doing nothing with it. Let's go to Chat GPT, y'all. Let's ask Chat GPT as everybody likes to go to. Let's see. Who were the sons of Leah? According to the King James Bible. Let's see what pops up. And then we're going, so she had 6 sons, right? So she did birth 6 sons. She birthed 6 herself, not 4. She birthed 6. So it was Reuben, he was first, Simeon, Levi, then Judah. Judah was the 4th born. Oh, damn. She birthed Issachar. She birthed the Mexicans and Zabalawan, right? So sons of Leah were 6, okay? And she also had his daughter, Dinah. Y'all didn't know Israel had a daughter named Dinah. All right. Okay. Let's type this in the Chat GPT. Hold on. Let me see. Let's type this in. Give me a second, y'all. Who did Leah's handmaid birth? Okay, let's see which tribes. Leah's handmaid was Zilpah, right? She birthed Gad and Asher. Gad and Asher. Listen, y'all, tell me this ain't spiritual, right? First off, the Mexicans and black people have the exact same mother and father. How in the hell can we say this is on them? They didn't ride for us, and they did ride for us. But we dumb, and we going to say they didn't ride for us because we don't know history because we've been in slavery. When they lost Texas and California because of the damn Mexican-American wars, helping slaves get free. Because we had the same mother as them, as the Mexicans and black people. So Leah birthed Reuben, then Simeon, then Levi, then Judah. He was the 4th born. Then Issachar, and then who was last? I gotta go see. Goddamn. Oh, and Asher, the tribe of Asher, the brother which we're about to get to right now. Asher is the brothers from Colombia to Uruguay. Who the people that Donald Trump just ran down on? Yeah, you good. The people that Donald Trump just ran down on. Brazil, the tribe of Asher, Asher in the Hebrew. So now, all had the same mother and father, right? Oh, it's like all had the same mother and father, and then Asher and who was it? I forget who else it was. It was Asher and I forget who she birthed. Let's go back and see. I done forgot that fast, y'all. Good night. Lost my train of thought. Let me check it out. She had, hold on. She had Gad and Asher, the Native American Indians, and the brothers from Colombia to Uruguay, down there in Brazil and South America, right? Down there in South America, Brazil, and Colombia, and Uruguay, right? So her handmaid Zilpah had 2 sons. She had 6. And of course, that it was a lot of tension between them two, okay? But at the same time, our forefather Israel was getting a legacy created to him. So Reuben, the Seminole Indians, their name is Rehoboam. It's his son. I believe Rehoboam came from Rachel's handmaid, who birthed Rehoboam and I think Naphtali, because she birthed Benjamin and she birthed Joseph, right? And Rehoboam and Naphtali were from her handmaid, right? but nevertheless, one of the great foremothers of Israel. I mean, the 12 tribes of Israel. So Asher, the tribe of Ashur, from Colombia to Uruguay, which we at now, it means happy. Their name means happy. Okay, happy. The tribe of Ashur, Asher, and you can tell before Donald Trump went and invaded and tried to, and actively trying to enslave our brothers and sisters, they were happy in their own land. They were sovereign. They were free. They ran their government, which is how you know they ran their own government, because as soon as he got captured by Donald Trump, was stolen by Donald Trump, somebody turned on him. His own people turned on him, because it wasn't no devils that could have set him up. They were running their own thing down there in Venezuela. Right? So with that being said, they were happy. That you can tell that that's their attribute. Happy. Next up is the tribe of Naphtali, Argentina to Chile. Right? How you pronounce that in Hebrew is Naphthalia. Naphthalia, right? If brothers and sisters from Argentina down to Chile. Now, from the country of Argentina to the country of Chile. Their name means my wrestling. My wrestling. Why? Because the handmaid of Rachel was trying to aid her in going against her own sister Leah, not going against, but in a competition with her sister Leah to have babies so that she can be happy, which goes back into Ashur's name, right? But she said my wrestling because she's in competition with her own sister, and she has her handmaid trying to birth babies for her sister as well. Right? Now, the tribe of Issachar, our Mexican brothers. We got a sign on the door that say no ice. Tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. Their name is YAHANNA. YAHANNA. You can see it here in the Assyrian. Now, the Assyrian letters are a little bit different. Some of your Assyrian letters, Trooper Aquania, you gotta doctor them up. You want to get them to look exactly like you see on there, right? But you gotta just fix some like this right here. Just make it a little bit more to the way it looks on there, right? And also too, the character Ra is a rounder shape. This looks like the ending letter for Ka, the character K, right? Ra is more of a rounder shape. Like this one is a little bit better, but it is not like this. This would be nah, right? It wouldn't be. It don't look like it's saying. And remember, this is a Yah. So I'm gonna have it just like that, right? Yash, Sha, Car. You gotta make this a little bit more. It's a little bit rounder, and same thing with your character Ra. Okay. Now you got here Napa Thal Ya. This shouldn't look like a Wa. And sometimes they make Wa like this. They make Ka like this at the end and Wa like this. So that's why Ya is short and written at the top. So if you can just picture this, you know what I mean, then you will get it. Like it's not being in the middle, but at the top with everything like the top of the line, right? So you want to round off your Ra, round off your Ka, and bring up your Ya, bring it to the top, like right there. All right. But the tribe of Yashakar, the so-called Mexicans, the brother of black people, the same exact mother and father as black people, as the Negroes in America, same exact mother and father. And they helped us, try to free us during slavery, man. Our brothers, the Mexican brothers, God's chosen people, man. The tribe of Yash Shakar, their name in means he is higher. Yash Shakar. Yah at the front. He is higher, right? Yash Shakar. And if you know anything about our Mexican brothers, they can work they tail off, man. They can work their natural born tails off. All right. And that's the only way I can say it. They can work, man. They build you a house from the ground up in 90 days. That's all I keep hearing online. Get your house built up in 90 days. Build it up yourself. 90 days. Real estate. Blah, blah, blah. All that on Instagram. Mexicans is doing. I seen a Mexican brother. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all this. I seen a Mexican brother with like had to be at least, I would say at least 6 20-foot what's those wood, like the studs that you have for a stud, carrying them up a ladder into a house. I said, well, damn. Yeah, you can tell you've been doing this for a minute. Can I get a time check? 8:50. Good night. All right, so we good. We did get through this. This was pretty good. I seen Issachar carrying 6 at least 20-foot studs up a damn ladder into a house. They ain't built the steps to the house yet. He was carrying up the ladder. Man, he is higher. Anybody that do that, you higher. You know what I mean? You need a raise. Dang, you get a brother a raise. So our brothers from the tribe of Yashakar, their name is He is Higher, and they live up to that. Okay? They live up to that standard. I don't know which water is mine now. Now I can't drink no water. Jeez. Good night. Now, y'all, so we got what? We got 9 minutes left. Okay. So now, what can I give you in 9 minutes that you can take home and give Trooper Aquania a hand. He did an excellent job. That was good. That was excellent. You can erase the board. All right. If you want, you can take a picture of it. You can erase the board. And I'm gonna put this back up on the screen for everybody to see just for a second while he's erasing the board. I mean, you can take it, you can screenshot it. This is the 12 tribes and what their names mean. I'll go over it real quick. Yahweh is Yahweh thinks. That's the tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes or Black Americans. Benjamin, son of the right hand, is the tribe of Benjamin, the so-called West Indians, right? The West Indian Islanders, Indian and Negro, right? The West Indian and Negro brothers and sisters in the Caribbean islands, right? And not East Indian. I'm talking about blacks, Jamaicans, Haitians, Trinidadians, right? Next is Loya, the tribe of Levi. Joined to me, that's the so-called Haitians. Shemaiwan, affliction heard, is the tribe of Simeon, so-called Dominicans. Zabalawan, that name means dwell with me. The tribe of Zebulon, the natives from from Guatemala to Panama. The natives from Guatemala to Panama, right? Next is the tribe of Apario, which is fruitful. Tribe of Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. Next, you have the tribe of Manasseh. That name is made to forget. The tribe of Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. Then you got the tribe of Gad. Gad is a troop, the so-called North American Indians, right? Then you have the tribe of Ra'al. Their name is Behold a Son, or See it's a Son, right? Behold and see is the same word. They also use Hana for the word behold. See. So behold, it's a son. See, it's a son. The so-called Seminole Indians. The tribe of Asher, the tribe of Ashur. Their name is Happy. All right. These are the natives and slave trade peoples found in Colombia to Uruguay. The tribe of Naphtali is My Wrestling, right? The tribe of Naphtali, the natives and the slave trade peoples found in Argentina to Chile. Okay. The tribe of Yashakar is He is higher, He is my higher, or He is hired. Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. Okay. And the reason why, just so y'all know, the reason why I say the natives and the slave trade peoples, because during the transatlantic slave trade, they were shipping slaves everywhere. And some of the natives were other tribes like remember I said the majority of the 10 tribes went, but they still had other tribes, Judah, Benjamin, Levi with them. Just the same way the majority of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi went into the Assyrian captivity and still had pieces of the other tribes there too. So you got the natives of that land, and you got the brothers and sisters that was traded in the slave trade. Because when they came here, the brothers and sisters, they sort of, just like we had in Israel, they sort of made their own lands in America. So you had all of Issachar here, you had all of Gad here, you had Reuben that was here, you had Ephraim that claimed this part. This, which is natural. You find some land, you're like, all right, I'm gonna take this part, I'm gonna take that part, you know what I mean? And that's how we did it. But also during the transatlantic slave trade, they brought in the other tribes and you know, and traded them there too. So, but they were in the spirit of the Most High, they were all of that tribe. So the brothers and sisters got traded from there in the slave trade because they brought in and took out slaves and brought them into other parts. So that makes up the tribes. You had something you wanted to say, Nafar?
Okay, some of Ephraim or some of Manasseh stayed in
Right.
when we went, and then some of Judah probably went.
Yep.
Go.
Yeah. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Because a lot of people they'll think that the Bible is a gigantic fairy tale. like oh, the 10 tribes went here, so nobody else stayed behind. It's like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like they think it's not real life. Or now they believe Jesus is real, but the stories ain't real. Because we go into the Bible, use the stories to back up our understanding of the Bible. Because all of it was true, except for the parts that were metaphors and like revelations or metaphors in the way we were speaking at that time about a real situation. So people try to use it to say, act like it's not, and it didn't really happen when it did. Give me this right here. Give me this is the last scripture. Give me 2nd Esdras. Ooh, wait. 2nd Esdras, 13th chapter, or 1st Esdras, 13 and I want to say 26. Is it Esdras? Okay. Name me some of the books. I think it's Esdras. No, it's definitely Esdras. It's 1st Esdras. No, 2nd Esdras 13 and 26. Give me that. We're gonna prove that the 10 tribes, that the Hispanic tribes came over here, and number one, because we knew Ashereth was here. This was America, right? And just so y'all know, before they not discovered but founded America, our Hispanic brothers, it was nothing but dinosaurs here. Just wildlife. You know what I mean? When they show like the dinosaurs and all that, that was here in America because the Middle East had civilization. Over here was wilderness, dinosaurs, alligators, you know, snakes and things that exist today that's been that are in history as a damn dinosaur, lizards, thing, you know, the Tyrannosaurus Rex and all the rest of those creatures, they was here, right? So now, when they got here and they founded it, it's a wilderness. So let me know if you got it. Let me read what you got. So like you can take this. I'm gonna go back up here. You can stand up here in front. Go ahead. Let me know what you got.
It's the book of Ezra, 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 26. They said, the same is he whom God had kept a great season, which by his own self shall deliver his creature.
All right, hold on. Go to ChatGPT. When did the 10 tribes leave Israel? And what is the scripture? Gotta do something smart with the smartphone, man. Yeah, you got Esau. He's looking up straight porn. That's it. All he's doing is. First Kings 12 and 16. Nope, that's not the one I want. Boom, boom. That's 7 Kings. Nope. What is the scripture when the 10 tribes came to Asher? Hold on. See, ChatGPT don't know as much as we know. ChatGPT is trying to get with it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Type it in manually. All right, here we go. Let's see. Yep, 2nd Ezra 13 and 40 to 45. Here we go. I was close. I said 26. It was 2nd Ezra 13 and 40. We know what we're talking about in the Israelite school, UPK. From 40 to 45. Because 2nd Ezra 46 to 48 is my favorite scripture in the Bible. That's when we're going to read it all. Let's read it. That's when you get the crowns if you work for Christ, man. If you did the work. Sisters, that's when y'all get on the chariots, your children. That's what we waiting for. Go ahead, let me know when you got it.
Khan, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners.
All right, go down. Go down. About 2 scriptures. Pause. I'm gonna go down. 2 scriptures. Drop down.
So you want 42 or 43?
42. Let's start from 42, and we're gonna read up to. Wait. You started at 40.
Count.
I want you to go to 38.
Oh, go up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go up. Yeah. Go up.
Okay. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, 13, verse 38. And shall lay before them their evil thoughts and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented, which are like unto a flame, and he shall destroy them without labor by the law which is like unto me.
Go ahead.
Verse 39. And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him.
Because they was looking to do us some harm. Go ahead.
Okay.
They were putting us in captivity. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of O.C., the king, whom Slamar, the king of Assyria.
The king of where?
Assyria.
The king of Assyria. We just read some vicious stuff where he said, he was going to do some harm. And then he said he gathered the multitude together. And the multitude he gathered together was the 10 tribes, our Hispanic brothers, to bring them captive into Assyria. Go ahead. Which is Syria today. Go ahead. Which is getting bombed, most high in Christ. Get out of hand. Lord ain't let that slide. Go ahead.
Led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
Now, he carried them, he put them on a boat, carried them over the waters, and they came into another land. Keep going. That land was not America. That's how you know. Keep going.
Verse 41. But they took this counsel among themselves.
They did what?
They took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country.
Into a what?
Further country.
So they brought them into the borders into another land, and they were trying to bring them into Assyria. But they took counsel, our Hispanic brothers. They ain't about to just take them captive. They ain't going. So they said, look, we're going to have a minor council. We about to escape. And we're going to go somewhere off. Go ahead.
And go further into the country where never mankind dwelt.
What that mean was where There won't any other minute.
Yeah. That is never that was America. Nobody dwelt here. This wasn't a civilization. This was a wilderness. Go ahead.
It's like it. Verse 42, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
And they came to America to keep the law of God that God has put in captivity for not to. That's what they say. No, we don't come here and we don't really serve God. That was the intent. Go ahead.
Verse 43, they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow place.
That's the Middle East. Hispanic from the Middle East. Go ahead.
Which they narrow place of the water. Verse 44, for the Most High then showed signs of them that held still the flood till they were passed over.
Meaning he held back the ocean. They couldn't drown the ocean. You see the big old tankers, they be splashing and all that. And people, you know what I mean? They go underwater, come back up. The ocean ain't no joke. The Lord held still the water so they can go in little baby boats. Now these is talking about, imagine a real boat, but the back of the day wood type of boat. The Lord held back the water so they can make it over here. Go ahead.
It's like if I could.
Go ahead.
How it takes how long to get from over there to America? It's like what, weeks?
No, it's gonna tell you how long.
Oh, most time.
It's in the Bible. Go ahead. This is a great point. That's how you know what really happened. Go ahead.
Okay, verse 45. For though the country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. Sheesh.
Ain't got what we got. They ain't have an engine.
Right.
Imagine you say the only way we're gonna escape is we get on this boat. We got these paddles and we got paddles. It took them a year and a half to get over. And don't be silly and say, how did they survive? Bitch, dumb. They on the boat. You know what I mean?
And the same region is called Ashkenazi. Asheroth.
So the reason where that they came to was called Asher. And think about this. They ate fish. What did they drink? Yep. Can you drink seawater? If you go on YouTube and you look up how to clean seawater, copper and zinc, 2 metals. You put it in there, it clears it out. You use you burn something like to make you a coal. Get like coal, you burn wood, pour it through that with a clog. Use the metal zinc and the copper and the water clears it up. And they use that in Egypt to heal wounds. And they tracked it with the Native American Indians. The Native Americans use copper bowls to pour water into. The copper cleans the water, they pour it on the wounds to help clean the wound back then. And Egypt did it as well. Same people, same place, doing the same thing. So you can clean seawater. You can clean any water, if you drain it and, you go through the process of purifying it, but you can purify the water and you can eat fish and you can make it a year and a half to America. If God stopped the water from drowning, then you can make it. Go ahead.
Verse 46. Then dwelt they there until the later time. Later time.
When is the latter time? When is the latter time?
A future?
Yeah. This is the last time, the last day. This was the story and the prophecy. Where they dwelt until the latter time. They didn't come back. With that being said, y'all, give y'all a hand. The Hispanics are from the Middle East. The 10 tribes came over here. They escaped slavery from Syria. With that being said, Shalom Yahshua Allah and Yahanan Tazayan. Morale, Warcock, and Ahayawam. Anya, the Barkata, Alpha Hood, Wakata the Young, Thunya Allah, Wallace. Like I said, peace, Israel. I'm peace officer. And today, I'm passing the class number 2, priest and officer, Thunya Allah. Thank you, peace. All right.
Shalom, Israel. This is I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And the commander journey YAHANNA. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After the 6th month, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, you find it in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, or Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Maya means 10% in Hebrew, Mayashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to Treasury Department, priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation is the Lord's 57th Passover.
Right.
And that is on
April
4th.
April 1st to the
April
5th.
1st to the 5th.
The Passover is on April 4th.
But the Passover is on April 4th. Remind Akim and Akwas to read the bulletin in the hallway. If any brother wants to become a trooper in the school, start to wear all black, boot, shirt, headbands, and scarf. With that, in Israel, I might means to stand, slide. One person salute. In Israel, might be rock.
How about Shim Yahushua Rocket Thumb?
Ajabata, Sar, facing sisters. In Israel, in Israel, we're going to get the sisters 136 salute. In Israel, Mighty Shabbat, Mighty Rock, Yahweh Shamar, Thumb by Shim Yahushua. Ajabata, that's 6 minutes.
Sign Christ the Water for tuning in. Go enjoy your Sabbath, y'all. We see y'all at the Passover. Lord's will. Shalom.